Goldminded Records, they're not your friends.
What up, it's Klive Kraven. I'm back again with a brand new video. This time, a brand new episode of Versus. That's right, we're going to be taking two films and comparing them. Two films that are either similar or compared to each other by reviewers and movie lovers alike. This time, we're looking at the absolute classic, Halloween. That's right. So what are the two in this Versus? Halloween the original versus Halloween the remake. John Carpenter versus Rob Zombie. Oh shit. This right here is a perfect example to me of a film getting reinvented, pretty much, with the remake. But before we go ahead and get into the comparison of these two, let's talk about each individual film, starting with the original Halloween. So we have the original Halloween, John Carpenter's classic, an absolute masterpiece, the rebirthing of the slasher genre in the late 70s. This film sparked a lot of other films to even come out, including the Friday the 13th franchise, in my honest opinion. This film is absolutely amazing, though, starring the lovely Jamie Lee Curtis. PJ Souls is in here. Just a real absolute masterpiece of a film. I love everything about the original Halloween. It holds very high for me in my slashers. I give this film a lot of credit because, I do believe it is the second rebirth of the slasher film. Next to the Peeping Tom Psycho era, this is the rebirth of that slasher kind of vibe. So it was nice to see this come out when it did, and kind of spark the future for what it did. And it just can't be topped, from the music, from Carpenter's soundtrack to the vibe, to the casting, to the look of Michael, and everything in this is just absolutely phenomenal. I just love this film. Highly recommend this film, the original. But yeah, I can't say enough about it. Everyone knows the original Halloween, absolute classic. Now, when we flip it, we look at the other Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween. I think a lot of people get misconstrued that I actually hate this film. I don't hate this film. I don't hate Rob Zombie's work. I actually like a lot of his stuff. House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, among other things he's done. And, I don't think that what he tried to do was effective for this, because I think by making him fast and making him more violent and more aggressive and going in that direction versus going in the more eerie, ominous, mysterious direction, I think it took away from it. I really do. And I've said this before, that you can't destroy the mythos of an original character, and I truly do believe that. I believe that, Rob Zombie's Michael Myers and John Carpenter's Michael Myers are two completely different entities altogether. So I respect, both of them for what they are, but at the same time, when you look at these two collectively, it's a tough one for a lot of people to compare, but not for me. So let me get into this real quick. I do love this film. I do enjoy it. The original Halloween. The remake, not so much. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not huge on this film, but I don't think it was bad either. I think there was a lot of other remakes that were worse than this. But I just wasn't a huge fan of what direction he went with this. So when we break it down, the original Halloween and the remake, which one is going to take the cake? When you look at both of these, there's a lot of things that are similar, there's a lot of things that are different. They stuck true to the mask. The mask stayed the same. The basic plot and synopsis of the story stayed the same. You got a little bit more of the history with the Rob Zombie one, and a little bit more of the backstory. But you lose the creepiness factor of the original John Carpenter's one. So when I compare the two, this has the creep factor and the originality, I think, obviously, because, this is the first one. So this has the originality, the creep factor, and even the music has the edge on this one. And this one, you have the edge on brutalities, the edge on the backstory, and some other things like that. Overall, between these two, though, if I have to pick one, which one would it be? The original or the remake? Which one would it be? I know for a lot of people, it would be the original. I know for some people, it would be the remake, but for me personally, gotta be the original. John Carpenter's Halloween all the way. This is an absolute classic. There is no topping this. The remake, in my opinion, is not better than this. The remake is watchable, but in comparison, John Carpenter's Halloween is just an absolute gem. It just kills it for me in every way. I love this film. Yeah, the original John Carpenter's Halloween comes out as the victor for me when we look at Halloween versus the Halloween remake. So, Halloween by John Carpenter, that is your clear-cut winner for this Versus episode. That pretty much wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you back on my next episode of Versus. You guys seem to be enjoying these. I've been doing a few of them now, and everybody seems to get a kick out of them. So look forward to many more of those to come in the future. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below in the box, and I'll see you guys around next time for the next episode of Versus. Peace.